Day, President Trump has delayed a planned meeting with Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein until next week. The White House said it is to avoid conflicting with today's Senate hearing on Brett Kavanaugh. Rosenstein has denied that he talked of recording the president or having him removed from office. Mr. Trump says that he would prefer to keep Rosenstein on the job and not fire him. China today dismissed President Trump's accusations that it is interfering in the upcoming U.S. midterm elections. At the United Nations yesterday, the president suggested China was meddling because of his tough trade policies. In Beijing today, the foreign ministry denied the charge and warned that Mr. Trump is harming U.S.-Chinese relations.
China has always maintained a principle of not interfering in the internal affairs of other countries. In fact, the international community is very clear over who interferes the most in other countries' internal affairs. We advise the United States to stop this unceasing criticism and slander of China.
As evidence for his claim, President Trump has cited a political ad placed by China in an American newspaper. But China says such postings do not violate any U.S. laws. At the United Nations, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas declared the United States cannot be the sole mediator of Middle East peace talks. Abbas made his case in a speech to the UN General Assembly. He urged more countries to recognize Palestinian statehood. Separately, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu accused Iran of having a secret nuclear weapons storage site. The death toll from Hurricane Florence rose to 48 today, nearly 2 weeks after the storm struck North Carolina. Officials said an elderly man near Wilmington died of an infection. In Raleigh today, Governor Roy Cooper urged caution, even as major flooding has ceased.
I still want to urge North Carolinians in the hard-hit areas to be careful. Almost all of our rivers are forecast to return to their banks by early next week. But flooded waterways continue to cover roads and swamp communities in the southeastern part of our state.
Some 1,500 people are still in shelters across North Carolina. The Securities and Exchange Commission is suing Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, for securities fraud. The suit filed today charges that Musk made false statements about taking the electric car company private and caused market chaos. It seeks to ban him from running a publicly traded company. And on Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 86 points to close at 26,743. The Nasdaq fell 41 points, and the S&P 500 slipped 1 point. And finally, President Trump reacted to Judge Kavanaugh's testimony tonight on Twitter. The president called his testimony, quote, powerful, honest, and riveting. And he blasted the Democrats' strategy as disgraceful, and he called for the committee to vote.